Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to continue with our Outer Worlds 2 playthrough today. We got to the planet Praetor very recently, and once we arrived, I have immediately taken the straightest line I could possibly take to get to the main campaign quest, which is to pick up the Rift Modulator. What we're going to do today is pretty much spend a good chunk of the day doing the quests, doing campaign quests, hopefully some side quests, and maybe along the way we'll find some like secret items, some secret puzzles and things like that. But yeah, the main reason why I wanted to get here today was purely and simply because the area has it's got a thing called a Rift Modulator, which I think will allow me to use the rifts that have appeared around it'll basically allow me to use the rifts that are around the sort of the whole area. We've seen quite a lot of them on different planets, and even there's one that we've seen has some talk about it being like, you know, there's a secret item locked behind it and whatever. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. The area that we just got into is a Tectorate base, and I know there's a couple of guys just up ahead. We're going to try and get through here, hopefully without causing that much destruction, and get that item. If you're new to the videos, it's good to have you along. It'd be great to see you again. So if you like what you're seeing while you're on, don't forget to hit the subscribe or follow button, depending on which platform you're on. The videos are streamed on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube each day. Well, each day that I can get around to doing it in between work and whatever. But outside of that, the videos are also uploaded onto Twitch, with some shorts being put onto TikTok as well. So there's a lot of different areas that you can go to get caught up with where we're at. And with every other video that I've mentioned as well, comments are great. Whether it's comments in the chat, would love to get into a few conversations with people, especially if it's about the game. If we can try to avoid spoilers, that would be awesome. But yeah, feedback on the videos and things like that as well in YouTube and TikTok would be really helpful as well.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I'm making a point of bringing up about this weapon that I'm using in nearly every video that I do. Just to give everyone a heads up, if you haven't seen this and you're playing the game, this weapon is available from the very, very start of the game. Originally, I thought it was something that was only available once you got to lockpick 11. But it actually doesn't work that way. This gun is on the very first ship, or the very first planet in the ship. It's in the maintenance room where there is a workbench. In the corner of the room, there's a kind of like, as you come through the door on the right hand side, there's a locked cabinet, which again, if you're playing the game, you've probably seen it and wonder what the hell's in there. You don't need to get 11 lockpick, you just need to do a 180 from where that thing is and look in the corner that's beside the workbench. There's 3 crates stacked up. If you jump over those crates, there's a lever behind, and that lever opens the box. The reason why you want to get this gun as quick as possible is because this gun levels up as you do stuff. So you can see there that it's currently level 10. As we play through and we get more and more attacks, as we get more attacks done, as we defeat more enemies, the gun continues to level up. And it looks like as it's leveling up, it's increasing the damage, but it's also doing things like increasing the rate of fire as well. So I'm assuming this is going to be a great weapon as we get through. But yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm obviously not sure. I am currently level 19. The gun's only level 10. It's, you know, there's a little while where the gun I was actually really struggling with it, but that actually was down to for some reason I thought, you know, let's not put any points into guns. And so my character's damage was falling behind a lot when it came to being able to do gun damage. But these things are actually really tough, so especially if that happens. Oh my lord. Alright, right, let's start that again. I think I missed one shot on that as well that would have made the difference. Right, so did we... I think we didn't fight these guys yet? No.
Give the order, and I'll take care of them, Commander.
Right, this time we fight it.
Unexpected danger.
Not with this thing on, though.
Commander's almost dead. I will restore my life or avenge.
Ah, these mines. Go away. Ooh. There's turrets all around me.
Send me in.
Oh. Yeah, I can't actually heal either. You can see how little damage this is doing because I'm such a low level. Feel like that shouldn't be clipping there. What? What the hell? Oh. I didn't think... I must have been standing inside one of the robots whenever they died. Alright, last try. We'll do it this time.
Give the order, and I'll take care of them, Commander.
Yeah, these clouds from the robots, this is Sirenium poisoning. And it affects your health. It doesn't necessarily do damage to your actual health bar, but below it, there's like a... Below the health bar, you can see there's a black bar. That kind of fills up as you take more Sirenium poisoning. And then what it does is it reduces how many times you can actually heal. But if it gets full, you then get poisoned. Was he shooting me? Oh, maybe not. That definitely looked like he was shooting me. Okay, well, at least we made it this time. Still trying to get used to this new armor that I got. It lets you fly, but because it lets you fly, it kind of puts up my jumps a little bit. He really came apart. Ah, come on. I really wish there were like just a keybind that you could just, you know, like control 1 through control 4 to switch to the different gadgets that you've got. Alright, so this is locked, so I'm probably going to have to use the... Oh, I can just do this. Well, let's just see, though. Because this here is sparking, you can sometimes see the wires. Yeah, so if I, like, follow this... It'll take me...
Currently performing the
Oh,
tasks
God.
of
Thought he was going to attack me.
subject.
Yeah, it takes you to where, like, there's a switch.
Maximum
Or
completed.
like, the broken junction box or fuse box, whatever it is, that you need to be able to fix to get into the room.
Strap her in.
No need. I'll enter your crude machine willingly and without trepidation. The eyes of my neighbors are...
And the door's open. Yeah, those goggles as well, they also let you see through walls and use them to see like invisible enemies and whatever, which is really handy. However, saying that, since I unlocked it, since I found it, I've yet to come across any invisible enemies. All right. I think we're totally fine for bullets and stuff, so we can leave that. Yeah, so these are the rifts. These are why I'm in here. I think the thing that we're coming to get will let us go through those.
The interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Need to be really careful as well when we're dealing with these, because if you get too close to the rifts at the minute, you immediately die. Like, there's no ticking of health or time to get away from it. If you get too close, capiche, you're just dead. The thing is, doesn't look like there's really any reason for us to get towards it right now anyway, so... They do look cool. Okay, so we can go through that door. So we'll have a quick look around just at... Oh, you can see the screen started going a bit funny there. That's me getting too close to it. So this door is sealed. Looks like there's turrets in here as well. I think that's turrets. So that must activate at some point. We have this seal ancillary. Yeah, let's. I don't know why we're doing this, but we'll do it anyway. Maybe it stops reinforcements coming in. Okay, so definitely sound like some sort of doors below us got shut. And then we could get across there if it wasn't for that thing there, so yeah. Let's have a look to see, are there doors down here that would have closed? No?
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
The Sovereign's a downright dove compared to the Consul.
But it is not a time.
This is gonna be bad for everyone.
I smell regicide. The Sovereign's certainly dead.
I have been saying throughout this game that I don't think the Sovereign is real. I actually think he's just a construct, like an idea at this point, or like a computer, like an AI or something. But the fact that that came up, that kind of sways me away from that. But now I'm starting to think the military's what do you call it whenever like in the military tries to overthrow a government? It's kind of like a coup. Coup d'etat. Arrival and departure logs. We got arrival solstice. Arrived. Sun on board. What is sun on board? Is that the sovereign? Whatever that means. Unless sun is the name of the artifact. Departure solstice. Sun not on board. Arrival unavowed, which is the consul's ship. Departure unavowed. Oh, the sun is the sovereign then. Okay, so they arrived on in this station. The consul arrived, and then they left for the military. Sorry, for the mental refreshment. Mental refreshment for anyone who's new to the game. It's kind of like the Protectorate's mind washing thing. They essentially take you to a camp, and I think it's like a whole load of chemicals and sermons, and it's not really explained it too much. There's only been little bits of information, but basically anyone who's insubordinate or anyone who doesn't follow through with the consul's, with the Protectorate's way of being, they get taken to mental refreshment. And some people come back like completely. They're just like drones. They don't even really know what they're doing anymore. Requisition error. More crates of Boar's Loaf arrived today, assigned for delivery to the Prestige Observation Suite. Third time in as many weeks, and yet we have had no visiting luminaries, save the consul. I cannot imagine he is putting away that much loaf, and certainly not in a single afternoon. This must be a tabulation error. It's certainly worth investigating to be sure. So there's no date on this, but if this was after this, what that really means, or what that's suggesting, is that Sun was not on board. Sovereign has not went to be mentally refreshed. They're here on the station. They're being kept prisoner. Let's get a quick sell going on. Anything here we want to buy? Cyranium grenade. Let's buy that. And mini rockets. Nice. Do we have much that we can sell? I'm kind of only selling... Wow, that's a decent bit of damage. I'm only selling, like, white items. I'm kind of trying to keep the green items to dismantle. And then... These are white items. And I'm basically keeping every like, legendary item that I come across. Oh. There was something in here as well. Should have checked that before I opened the door. Oh, maybe not. I'm looking forward to getting rid of this armor, actually. The flight thing on it is just not needed at all, but the... Oh. But the, the fact that it's got... How much armor was it? It was like, yeah, 22 armor.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Oh, this guy's cleared or something? Let me just double check something. Yeah, it's still on the same difficulty. Okay. I thought maybe it like somehow managed to drop it to a lower difficulty. What's that noise? It sounded like somebody like drowning or being strangled or something. Okay, so the main hangar's up there. We got the lead researcher's office, so you can see a big thing in there.
We can't be expected to sleep in these conditions. Better than bivouacking on Cloister. Not the toes missing his testament.
Okay, I'm quickly going to go through this door. Just want to see what's up here. Well, we're not going through that door. So we came through there. We can either go up the top or through here, but I feel like the researcher's office is going to be the right place to go. That's not an enemy, is it? No, it's not. Hello? Oh, let's see if we can do this. State-of-the-art chem set has clearly seen a lot of use. You may be able to combine the chemicals present to create something useful. So we can either be dumb and just go for it, or we can be smart. So let's be smart. By combining the correct chemicals, you succeed in making a common protectorate drug that definitely won't cause internal bleeding once ingested. Probably. A little bit of foreshadowing there.
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now.
Yep. Sure am.
For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy.
Nope. Tell me what you're doing.
I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments if you prefer it done quiet-like. Or I can just improvise. Always more fun that way.
We're not assassins. Shut the fuck up, Asa.
The next time you tell me to be quiet will be the last time you have lips to do so.
Oh?
Do I know you? Your voice sounds strikingly familiar.
I don't think... I mean, definitely not. You must be mistaken.
Well, your assistant seems spirited. But do not mistake me. I only want the appropriate measures to be taken in response to what appears to be a significant security breach.
Well, you mentioned an incident?
Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence.
Since you're a researcher here, you must know about the rift modulator.
I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder?
Would you believe me if I said scientific curiosity?
Scientific curiosity does not exclude an intent to harm, just as being sovereign does not preserve one from needing mental refreshment, apparently. Coincidence is not causation, I know, but with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me.
I'll help you with it if you help me.
Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here.
What did you mean when you said you expanded beyond the use of the prototype?
That is privileged information.
Then privilege me with it?
Some things I cannot divulge, even under pain of death. This is one of them. All I can say is that the prototype is just that. A proof of concept rendered in miniature. Back to the topic at hand. Do we have an accord? Or do you intend to make further errors in judgment by rejecting my help?
A proof of concept rendered in miniature, so they are making a really big one then. Sounds risky, but I'm willing to try.
The prototype rift modulator is currently in interstitial hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing.
And then you'll help me escape?
That is what we've agreed upon,
Great.
is it not?
I got some questions.
I've already shared more with you than I ought have. But go ahead.
Did you hear the announcement about the coup?
That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not.
Valancourt's your superior.
A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters.
Well, what can you tell me about the rift experiments?
The Interstitial Reconfiguration Center was created to continue researching into rifts, following a significant setback to our studies elsewhere.
You're referring to Horizon Point, right?
How do you know about that? That disaster and its link to the death of the Sovereign's family was not made public. No one outside of this facility is supposed to know of it.
I remember the Sovereign's family being on.
Even though
on
Horizon
that.
Point's destruction did impede our progress for a time, we learned from it as well. We're now able to generate rifts safely within containment. Or we were. Due to the exacerbation of the greater rift recently, these lesser rifts became less stable. Some breaking containment or spawning outside of it altogether.
And you know the Sovereign personally? What's he like?
In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest.
Wants to try to bring his dad back, maybe? What was he trying to accomplish?
His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much and would move planets to see them again.
I don't know much about the late Sovereign. Was he very different from the current one?
He and the Consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity.
Oh. Worth. So I guess we need to go through here now then.
Plan, serve set progress, serve the sovereign.
Are there enemies in here? Yeah, there's a couple.
Look sharp, it's a fight.
Yeah, see what it... That's kind of what I mean there. Like, oh, the damage difference is so crazy. Maybe it's because the... Oh, that's... Wait, where's the bad guy? There. Yeah, the, I do have a perk, unfortunately. It makes me do more damage to enemies than my companions have damage, but I do less damage if they haven't hit them yet, so maybe that's what it was. My gun did level up there, though. That was pretty nice. You're the enemies. So I don't have to fight these guys, so let's not.
Maintaining perfection.
Maintaining perfection.
Oh. Great. That must be the one that went bad, maybe? The experiment that Huxley got in trouble for. Another scientist. Got an elevator. Nice short rounds as well. That's good. Yeah, so there's no computers around the place that we can interact with.
A good neighbor.
Yeah, I mean,
something ain't right about that rift. Though, kind of makes you wonder what might be inside.
Yeah, I want to know too. That's why we're here. Nice observation, Niles. Hey, look at that. Briefly got a health bar there, I think. Be able to see what it was called. I think that's going to be tough to fight. Okay, so we came down. Doesn't seem to be a way up there easily. Hopefully this is going up. Feels like we're traveling a long time. Oh, this must be the one that went bad.
The rift anomaly modulator. Oh, they still my heart. To interact with the rift will
right
be
in front of the rift.
perfection.
Maybe if we... I mean, I assume you're meant to be able to just walk straight up and get this, but... Let's just be careful. The prototype rift device is a mysterious tool built by the Protector to study and stabilize rifts. To use, approach and interact with the rift to temporarily stabilize it, revealing objects consumed by the rift. So, do we need to... It's not an item or a gadget.
To open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
Which slot did that go into? Is it like one of the passive gadget slots, or is it... Yeah, so do I just need to get really close? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, they can like unlock new ways of getting around.
one subtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the interstitial reconfiguration center. I'd be obliged if you would regale
He looks like a
me with
dick.
the tale of how you managed to get this far.
I'm not gonna help, man. Yeah, say nothing.
Sprat caught your tongue? So be it. We can forgo civilities. I will await you in the hangar. There, bullets may fly more freely than words.
I don't think he will, because I disabled the hangar door.
Invasive element!
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
You'll know.
Flash him before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
But so we have these vents at the side. And we also have the lift. I'm assuming the lift will just take us straight down where we need to go, but... Oh, crap. Use some maglock. I didn't mean to. Right, this is going to take us down, so I'm gonna go to the other one. I want to see if that maybe takes me into that little side room. Maybe we can just fight Valancourt now. No, they both just take us down.
All subjects prosper under the gun.
A lot. All in the wrist.
Ready to waste him. I'm at it. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Oh, the turrets. Okay. If I could hit things, it. So I think there was another turret up there. Yeah, there.
Look out, Commander. Don't make me avenge you.
Ah, come on. I keep messing this up. I keep going past the gadgets that I want to use. Okay. Now, that went okay. But there was probably something somewhere that I could have just turned the turrets to change their targeting. At the same time, I don't really want to just have the turrets just randomly kill everybody because, like, the scientists outside aren't necessarily bad, right? Oh yeah, this was the room he was in. Okay. What's this, dude? The console appears to control various security apparatus around the lab. An error message on the screen denotes the following. Console activation requires all nearby electrical switches to be powered on. So... why is this... why does this look complicated? I feel like it shouldn't be. Install private security cache Update electrical in hangar. Double check restrictions on the critical experimentation wing. Additional notes. Order for the new cache come from Valancourt himself. Wanted to ask why, but the chief didn't seem in the mood to field queries. Something he read on his terminal certainly seems to spoil his day. Cache can only be opened by enabling the middle switch alone. Should be easier for the chief to remember. Don't forget to have lunch. So just the middle switch. It's that one. God damn it, it's one of these. I hate these puzzles. So, I put this down. Okay. Pick up stun counter. But then all the switches need to be on to turn this thing on. Hey! Hell yeah. The security forces now can't get in. So did I see another vent somewhere? Did over here. Where does this vent take us? Oh, it's barred shut. Okay, so we don't need to go through there. I mean, yeah, we want to go back this way because there was the other vent, wasn't there? What? Did I miss a turn? Ah, ladder's here. So I'm wondering, does this just take us down to the other side of the main hall? But there's actually nothing really to interact with here. It's just a little loot room. Oh, there is a terminal though, so the terminal might be worthwhile looking at.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
Alright, laboratory observations on the nature of rifts. Experiments are ongoing to further determine the nature and complexity of the information stored within the rifts themselves. It has been theorized that people who have been engulfed by rifts cannot be said to have truly perished, as everything about them is instantaneously converted to raw information. However, and this cannot be overemphasized, information stored in the rift is purely abstract data. We find no evidence that any consciousness survives. Were it otherwise, I cannot imagine a worse fate than to be so deconstructed while retaining any level of awareness. We're continuing to build upon the research begun at Horizon Point Station and making splendid progress. The Sovereign is pleased, and a happy Sovereign makes for happy work. Teddy? Still, I cannot help wondering how much further along we would be had we taken advantage of the Order's minds before they became corrupted by seditious thoughts. Prior to the schism, I had believed it impractical to exclude the Order in this research, but it was evidently the correct choice, given their presiding bishop's perfidy, alas for science. And then with 2 hack we can look at the private messages. Dr. Hurley, I found some concerning evidence that further Rift experiments may be taking place off-site. Do you know anything about this? Can we meet to discuss? You once advised me to never ignore aberrant data, and so I feel I would be remiss if I did not express my concerns. We have a chain of command for a reason, Dr. Hurley, and if you have concerns about my regulatory methods, you may bring them to me directly next time. And contrary to what you asserted in this pedantic complaint, I do have this lab and its researchers' best interest at heart. Fortunately for us both, wouldn't you agree? What? So this was to Hurley. It was about off-site experiments. We don't know the date, so we don't know when this was based. And then we have this message has been deleted by Valancourt. So Valancourt deleted this message. Why would he delete the message? Right, Ted, do you want to sit or do you want down? You want down? You want to be like that? What are you doing? Are you okay? You want down? Okay, you want to sit? No, that's my drink. Can't have that. Get the auto dock while you can. Joys of having a dog. Up, then down, up, then down. Okay, so is this lift now deactivated, actually? Oh, we had to use the other lift that the soldiers come out of. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else there we can look up. So, we are currently... We are here on level 4. And there's 2 floors we can't get to. I or C at default security levels. So we need to work out how to turn off the security. I haven't turned on the security through that computer, have I? Because, I mean, the alarms are still going. No enemies in there.
Got some bad company. Let me know when you need a distraction.
Doesn't look like there's any ways through. So this is barred? Ah. Wow.
Aggressor at hand.
Weapon pride.
So there's a secret over here somewhere? Is it below me? Ooh.
Miranda would have been 17 today. scarce imagine her. My little
We'll have a look at that in a sec.
Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
This was the Sovereign's room? So much for his perfection.
You know, I'm starting to think actually that what we're going to find out is that the malfunction. Hey, nice card. The malfunction that happened with the rift, and the reason why the Sovereign wanted to be like there all the time when these experiments were going on, is simply because he wanted to be in the rift with his daughter. Knowing that there was experiments going on to try to like reverse the effects, and that it was theorized that you don't die, he probably went in there on purpose. Written in the Sovereign's own hand, this note includes a list of tasks he does not wish to forget, and most notably the code to his personal safe within his private quarters at the IRC. Here's locked tight, but we can use the pass. Works like a charm. Great. We got another card. Some rift residue. Just kind of hoping that note was going to confirm my thought. So if we've done that, I'm a little bit confused because there was no way out of that room. Oh, there was this though.
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
Okay, so we can't... Well, that door doesn't do anything, so that's fine.
Glad you disabled the auto mechanicals, Commander. Saved us some trouble.
So what is this giving us? Oh, a pathway up here? Okay, we don't need that one yet. That was the lift that took us up. I think there was a rift in here. Yeah, there was.
Bet we can unfold that rift now.
Oh. We will have a look at that in a second. Is that another card? Wow, there's so many cards in here. Oh! God damn it. Yeah, at least we're not back too far. We'll be a lot quicker this time, though.
Bet we can unfold that rift now.
Okay, so there is an enemy around here. Let's just... Where did the scientists go? Oh! Where did the scientists go? I guess they left because of the lockdown. Any more rifts? Let's have a look at that weapon. Armageddon. Expels unstable organic rift material. Organic matter attaches on impact. An alternate fire lobs larger masses. We try it. It's like a grenade launcher. Oh, it's all gross and like covered in flesh. Science 11. Ah, shit. Alright, fine. We got around it. So when we did this, we came from up here. Let's quickly go up there. Oh, that's not closed. Okay. So we have to go up around this way.
Do you suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
Just want to wait and see what these guys say.
It seems we may have been intruded upon during the Consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Valancourt's men. An outsider, apparently. Violent.
How ghastly. Well, Valancourt no doubt has it in hand. Perhaps this will take some of his edge off and he'll let us alone after.
A hypothesis that does not hold much water, I fear.
Sharpen up.
Hello, fellow scientists.
Sequestering myself. We're just not the group, Commander.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
What? Oh, come on. Is this for real? How have I missed so many of those shots? I am poisoned now as well. Am I poisoned? I think I am. Oh no, I did hit a scientist. They're still not fighting me though, right, are they? Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have to redo this. Ah, yeah. There are genuinely times while playing this that I take shots at things and think that is 100% going to hit, but it doesn't. Actually, I might go back after this and have a look at the recording to see like how I missed those shots, because I feel like I shouldn't have missed that many.
No. It seems we may have been intruded upon during the Consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Valancourt's men. An outsider, apparently. Violent.
How?
I think I got noise devices. Let's try this.
Well, Valancourt no doubt has it in hand. Perhaps this will take some of his edge off and he'll let us alone.
Found you. A hypothesis that does not hold much water, I fear.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Who is he shooting at? Okay, he is shooting at it.
Unfriendly company.
I thought he was just shooting at the scientists.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
No refuge. Ready to waste on your command.
Right, that shot I definitely missed. I've definitely seen him.
Constant gaze.
Regain sight.
I'm really curious if later in the game, is for anyone who doesn't know, the Outer Worlds do this thing where in the loading screens it actually gives you a little bit of information about how your decisions have turned out. So, for example, I did a thing really early in the game where, like, I convinced people to not stay in one particular part of a refugee camp, and in the loading screen later, it actually came up saying that there had been a big disaster where those people were living originally, but they were saved because they moved. So I'm curious if we're going to see something later about, you know, how we didn't wipe out all of the... We didn't wipe out all of the scientists. So I know we have to go in here, but there's so much exploration still to do.
Remain vigilant.
Arc scientist.
The protectorate endures.
Okay, so this is just where we were. You guys can run. Nobody's going to stop you.
A good neighbor.
So what is the point of this?
For our beneficent leader.
Just maybe just to get us. Oh no, because there's a door right there.
They covet our due bounty.
Can I maybe jump on one of the things? Maybe on this?
You can't fight contentment.
Those soldiers not to stand so close to our experiments.
Oh, so this just looks like another way to get around to where we were. Realign with the paradigm. Yeah, okay, so this literally just brought us here. Got the restricted wing access card. And a computer. Was this Valancourt's computer? Yeah, it is. Okay, so incident logs, mannequins. There's a minor quibble between a few of my bright sparks over how to tog out the mannequins for a recent Destructibles test. Some were obviously offended by the use of Order vestments, though they tried to hide it. I resolved the issue by firmly reminding them that the Order is our sworn enemy now. I also warned them that that should I see similar reactions again, I would replace one of the mannequins with a live subject. Hurley. I was forced to administer another formal reprimand to Dr. Hurley. Firstly for catching her nosing about outside the restricted wing again. And the second for the venom she spat at me as I escorted her back to her office. Quite the tongue on that one. I wonder if she would be amenable for dinner. Provided I'm not forced to dispatch her for insubordination before then. What a creeper. Requirements not met. Evan Hack. Is there maybe a password? Nope, we'll take another card.
A little too clean for my taste. Makes you wonder what he's hiding.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what he's hiding. Alright, so this is just... Yeah, okay, that's her. I wonder... Now I'm thinking about it. Asa said she wonders what he's hiding. Is there a secret here, maybe? I mean, there is this door.
Trust your plan. Lost track of them. No party shall dither. together. Hither and yon.
Why are they following me? Alright, let's go back and speak to Hurley. Maybe she's got, like, some sort of insight that we can use.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first.
I've also got the key card.
Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues.
She is leading us to... Oh yeah, okay, it's just actually here. They're in the hangar. I thought I'd locked the hangar door.
Let's not attract attention by lingering. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter that claimed my arm. Let's open the hood, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original scene that could lead us to the evidence we need.
It seems this uncommonly small mannequin and children's toy were staged as part of the experiment. However, nothing here indicates how the accident happened or who was responsible. Right, so I actually am really worried about standing in this because we already know that it just dematerializes. It just the rift comes back and you die immediately. So I'm gonna hold off for a second. So are these things flashing quicker because the rift's gonna come back? Or is this one just not going to change back? This badly damaged rift generator has been reconstituted by your... okay. Investigate the cause. The nature of the rift matter has made it difficult to discern. Use your scientific knowledge. The component appears to have been ripped out before the accident. Without the component, too much static discharge would be generated within moments of turning the rift generator on, inevitably triggering a small explosion. So we got 1 point. Adult mannequin wearing a necklace engraved with a date and the following inscription. Forever together under the sun, HV. Not much more can be gained. Certain part must be removed. Oh, we got a note. Okay, so certain part must be removed from the rift generator prior to today's demonstration for safety reasons. I've enclosed an image of the part in question. Make sure it's done discreetly. I do not want to hear from any of the scientists that you pestered them with questions in the midst of their preparations. Okay, so a note from Valancourt telling them to take a piece out. There's more to experiment. What else is there? So that's the mannequin. That's still the mannequin. Yeah. We have that. Maybe that's just it. Okay, so
You've discovered something.
yeah, Valancourt did it.
I knew it. I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable.
Take
I
control.
would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. The man cannot defecate without humming a protectorate anthem.
I don't recall the console saying anything like this, so We'll go with Diffuse himself as a
For
patriot.
all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else?
Yeah, vital part was removed.
How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them.
Yeah, let me look around. I have a feeling that the thing that we're missing is actually the message from the computer. Although saying that, in that room there was a secret door, so it might not even be that there was a message. It might just be that that extra part in the computer just unlocks the secret room. But we have these rift bits. We already looted him. Can't do anything with that. We have... Oh! Oh!
We should keep moving, Commander.
Yep. You're just in my way. Yeah, so I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, so that concludes.
You've discovered something. I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now.
You should let me handle it.
Absolutely not. I want to see that villain's face when his crime is finally exposed.
Yep, but if you're dead, he can say whatever he wants.
The dead do make poor chroniclers. Very well. Much as I would like to be present for the hoisting of Valancourt's petard, there's sense in what you say. Valancourt is unlikely to provide conversation before slipping you a bullet, so I recommend slipping him one first. Be ready to fight and give him no quarter. When it's done, return to me. Erstwhile, I will be doing my ample best not to chew through my nail beds.
So... That door's still locked by the looks of it. Okay. I think we did go through there anyway. Deal with him and his security forces. Do you have this bad boy?
It's a fight!
God damn it. This isn't good.
Sharp enough. Hostile nearby.
I will deal with you myself. I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
This doesn't really feel like it's too much damage.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Okay, Valancourt dealt with. Now we just need to deal with this bloody robot. I wonder... Am I better off using... Where's that shock Serenium? We don't want to use Serenium. Let's try this. Yeah, level up. Guns. Lockpick. And speech. A perk to pick as well. Any really, really high ones? Get lockpick faster, and you gain that bonus to sneak damage. Don't really care for that. I think maybe I just take something that's just like just damage. Like, this looks good until you see that there's a 2-minute cooldown in it. That is a lot. Now, I wonder with this, is the Protectorate a faction that I'm just kill on sight with? I guess not, because sometimes you can go through their zones. But they don't have a reputation bar, so I just don't think you'll get the bonus from that. % range damage could be good. So Crabble Rancher is definitely a possible. Maybe restricted access, but I'm not really. I just don't know what's in the I don't know what's in the restricted access. You can hack into auto mechanicals. Again, I'm not doing that much sneak. Yeah, okay. Grapple Rancher. Oh, Companion's got something as well. So we got Niles has gained the ability to craft self-repairing armor mods at workbenches. When slotted into your armor, gain a bonus to your armor's defense, which break after taking moderate damage. After a short period of not taking any damage, the armor repairs itself. Grants a single copy of the mod on selecting the perk. That's actually pretty good. Or camouflage. Yep, don't care. Do not care for stealth. And then as the ability inflicts stun rather than stagger. Nice. And she automatically gains 1 charge, so I think we go for stun. Lovely. A personal notice assigned to Valancourt detailing hit. So he was going to be disciplined. We can loot all this after. Let's go back to Hurley.
I heard fighting. Well, what happened? Did he beg forgiveness? Did he grovel?
No, he put up a good fight.
As always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude.
Yep, let this be a lesson. Not everyone outside Protectorate's your enemy.
I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it does, but...
It does. You're not dead.
Noted.
Neither are nearly
Have
all the
no
scientists.
fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
Okay, so I think we looted up here already, so we can ignore that, but we do want to go over here, hit this rift, and see what's over the other side. Oh, no, no, no. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I think it's about to go. Oh. We'll do, because it might give me... It might give me some XP. Yeah. Yeah, so actually we could have came across here and activated that. Wasn't another rift in here, was there? No. Hey, Paddy, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we're good to go. Well, we have that item. There is a place I want to go to, but it's on the first planet, so I think I'll continue with this planet, and
now that you have the rift modulator,
we'll go back there after.
Previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required in reaching them.
Right, so what quests, if any, do we have in this planet? I think we got a couple couple side quests. Yeah, we got the Glorious Dawn. So we'll definitely head up there. The Glorious Dawn is bound to have a bunch of rifts that we have to navigate through. Did I change settings for all the mechanicals?
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately.
Shut up.
You are not of the Protectorate. You are this unit's enemy. Preparing to...
Yesterday, for the first time in my career, I abjectly failed the Protectorate. I was unable to find the regulations for defending a fortified position without a wall or similar barrier. I finally contacted my superior for aid, fully aware of what my failure could mean, but the defense of this installation is my sworn duty. While anxiously awaiting a reply, I returned to frantically comparing as many other doctrines as I could to the present situation, in the hopes that I might find a way to apply the protocols in some way I'd not previously considered. Ultimately, I failed, as I should have expected. I finally realized that the flawless defense plan, which made us appear defenseless, is a stroke of mastery, the likes of which is truly beyond me.
Unleash disproportionate amount of ammunition on unresponsive bystander. Hostile detected.
Ah, crap. So what? Yeah, I was thinking why all of a sudden they now attack me, but it's because I stayed here the whole time that they told me not to stay here.
Mobility interrupted.
Swine.
Mobility interrupted.
Stun is nuts.
Mobility interrupted. All rightly appreciate our perfect life of contentment and
Confiscated items. Imposter's equipment. We captured an AC infiltrator wearing uniform and personal accoutrements of a facility security officer. And they worked it out because somebody had 111 rounds instead of 110. Weapon was 0.1 millimeter too short. Yeah, it's all just silly stuff, really. Site's maximum security. Console has personally requested that we expedite our research. And then there's the guy who's like, how the hell do I defend the place if there's no wall? Far too difficult to think. Shoot. But hey, it's a protectorate. Thing is, if he had it just started fighting the normal way, they might well have sent him for mental refreshment. So he's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Right, so we want to get... Oh, there's like a path around here. Oh. So the Protectorate are immediately aggressive to me.
Step aside. Swine.
He didn't stun in an AoE. She didn't stun at all, actually. Must be a pretty big cooldown in that.
Commander, watch your vitals!
Oh, I made a mistake.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
What the? No, I'm gonna die again. This goddamn Serenium poisoning. Ugh. I need to do something about the Serenium poisoning. Like, I healed myself twice. I think it was twice. Maybe this time I'll try that fight from a bit more of a range. Try to get a fair bit of damage to some of the sniper rifle first.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Okay, so we got 3 down there. Az is going to go up and get completely wiped out because she's an idiot.
Regain sight.
All on the wrist.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Ah, rubbish. Oh, why did I change weapon?
Not walking this off. Send me back.
Changing magazine. Recommencing hostility in short order.
Am I poisoned again? I didn't heal. They must be using Serenium weapons. So I think I'm going to die again here.
Look sharp. It's a fight. I give you my word.
How are you still upright?
Are you...
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Yeah, like... They must be using weapons that do Serenium damage. Because I didn't heal at all during that and still died from Serenium poisoning. I'm actually going to let this drop down and then pop a shield as it's about to run out. I don't think there's like any items we can use that clears it. And 8. So we'll do that for now and see if that... I want to see how this goes. I have a feeling that no matter what, when this goes down, I just insta-die anyway. It goes down so slow. Come on, hurry up. Okay, so I didn't insta-die.
What?
Make the way. On your command.
Enemy spotted.
So that's Serenium. Those mines left Serenium behind. Yeah, no idea what went on with that. Update the screening protocols. Please be aware that any arbiters or personnel associated with the arbiters are now subject to additional screening. Arbiters and personnel associated with arbiters must submit their identification forms in triplicate and shall have any non-standard issue belongings confiscated. As of this moment, arbiter... Oh no. Wait, is that the same message? Oh, right, okay. So the first one was anything non-standard, and the second one was just straight up anything. I think this clears Cyrenian. Yes. Oh, okay.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Yep. Hey, level up. On the gun, that is.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I do think this gun's gonna end up being quite good. I think the one thing I need to make sure I do when I get a chance is I need to buy a different scope for it. What the hell? It's accuracy and whatever this enemy is. I don't understand this enemy's damage. Fuck it, I need to run away. Like, look at that! Stop! Oh. No, how am I crashing? What the hell? There has to be, one of my items has to be doing this. Has to be doing this. Oh, I tell you what, I think it's actually the armor. Yeah, it's the armor. Alright, we need to change that. I'm gonna save it just while I remembered it. Not have that shit equipped. It's nice that it's like 22 armor, but that Iranian poison at the end is absolute killer. So I don't see any of those spiders, which is a shame. Now we are going to get ambushed here.
Ready to waste it on your command.
Do like no damage at all. Great.
That's the one you need to worry worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Now, where's this ranged one?
Things take time, Commander.
All on the wrist.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. Let's go over here. I do think if I get attacked, though, I'm running. Okay, so the mines up here, the little spider mines, have taken a few out. I can hear some clicking and whatever. Oh, look at that water. All electrified. Doesn't really matter, it's electrified anyway, you can't swim. As soon as you touch water, you're dead. This arachnid hive link remains rooted onto the spot, despite your close presence. On closer inspection, it appears to have a shard of shrapnel stuck in one of its many legs, undoubtedly from the detonated arachnid mines. Let's help it. Do you remember Buddy once saying in a scene in Buddy Serial that you could fix anything with a vacuum tube, a magnet, and 2 hunks of scrap metal? Sure enough, that precise combination of materials coaxes the shrapnel from the injured arachnid. It leaps immediately to its 8 feet, gives you what appears to be an appraising glance, and skitters off towards the incognito. Hey, we got a new pet. It's nice getting pets for the ship. However, it was nicer in games like Fallout that you would get, like Dog, who would come with you and had little things like they can point out ammo, or they could be, you know, join you in combat and things like that. I'll have a look around all this side after. Yeah, it would be cool if like the pets would do something like that.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Something under this bridge. Protector, it's sniper. Some sprats. Is that it? Okay. So, yep, we need to get across this bridge.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. I'm sorry, ain't ready yet. Over here. 3 hole in the head.
I did not need to heal.
It's a fight.
I'm tilting just way too much here. I actually thought that I was already in combat with them when I shot them. You can see the... I can't remember what you call them, but the cult symbol over there. Alright, screw it.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Interesting that it's showing possible enemy here.
Oh, the rift.
And that'll be exactly why it's showing a potential enemy in there. Heavy revolver. Cindery revolver. A lot of healing items. Recalibrate lightning tower. Okay. Does that mean that the water's no longer electrified? Oh, there's 4 towers still to calibrate. So is this the first one, or that's the thing there, right? I guess that's one. Maybe we have to follow all the pipes. It would have been great if I could if I could lure these spiders into the... Damn, one of these web weavers. If I could lure the spiders into the lightning water.
Let me know when you couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
I think the back of these is the crit spot as well. Need to work out what sort of damage these things need. I wonder if maybe incendiary. Do I have anything? I've got the revolver. What sort of... Oh, I'd use the short rounds as well. I'm almost out. Holy crap, I'm only on 34. Down to 34. Let's try the shotgun.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Shotgun works. Shotgun's great.
Look sharp.
Oh, did the arachnids wipe out the cultists here?
Looks like a dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there.
What's the betting that the rift device is in the rift? Architect, I'm on my wit's end. 2 more members of our cell entered the rift of their own volition over the last several days. Last night I posted a guard, but this morning I woke up to find that the guard and several others had entered the rift, leaving the camp short-handed and unguarded. There are only 3 of us left. This camp's fallen apart in my watch. I've taken it upon myself to personally guard the rift. I will not sleep nor abandon my post until I'm confident that the other 2 will not prematurely enter the rift. Oh, well, the communication device is here, so I was wrong.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
Oh, your girlfriend's gonna betray you. So, an interesting thought here. They all entered the rift off their own volition, right? So does that mean that whenever we open this, they're all going to come out and fight us? We experienced a rather unfortunate accident this morning while setting up the remainder of the camp. One of the sisters lost their footing while carrying our precious decryption key. A novice brother leapt to catch it, alas they managed to throw themselves directly into the rift, with the device in the process. A most unfortunate setback. Under other circumstances, I sent a runner back to our parent cell for a replacement, but remaining hidden is of greater importance than acquiring a replacement decryption key at this juncture. Of greater concern to myself was the look in the eyes of the other brothers and sisters as they watched young brother Ellis disappear into the rift. Hunger, longing. I hope it was but a momentary lapse. I mean, this is what happens when you set up a cult that's all about throwing themselves in the rift. One of them goes in and everyone else is like, oh shit, I don't want to be left behind. And so they all go in as well. After slipping past the heathens of the Protector and arriving at our... I mean, there's no point in reading this. I've just read them back to front. Alright, let's activate the rift and see if everybody comes out. Yep, they do.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
What the? Whoa!
Value agents were durable. Capture the... I will restore my life or avenge my death.
Reload.
They're so quick. Wow, they moved past. So they did come back, but they were kind of all like rifty. So I wonder if that means that when we bring people back, they're not really like fully themselves. Ooh, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Take residue. Don't need that. Should be a bunch of loot here. Card. Where's all the bodies though? Oh.
I'll admit.
No, no, no. I don't.
Always just think about all those posters of the pair of them.
Why are we in the middle of this? Now. Yep, you're enjoying this.
Rejoicing over a tyrant squabble?
Mm-hmm.
Never. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting strength, but...
Yeah, we'll talk more later. Oh. I'm so tired, it's been 3 days. I need to converse with the other two to ensure they're not intending to follow the others. I can't keep this up. Void, I must have dozed off for a moment. They're both gone. I'm the only one left. To say I feel the glorious dawn would be a massive understatement. I go now to perform the very task that I sought to prevent the others from doing. I'll enter the rift. Should I find the others, perhaps I can convince them to return to their posts? No, that's wishful thinking on my part, meant only to assuage my guilt over failing. I go to submit myself to the judgment of the rift, though I am almost certain to be rejected as unworthy. So there's another... There's somebody else right here, right? And then one more over here. I did see something. What's that? Rift residue. Okay, so I didn't see a decryption key. Oh well, I did get whatever that legendary item was, so let's have a look. Last Whisper, shotgun. Shots are silent as a whisper and automatically dissolve corpses into ashes. Attacks against unaware enemies deal 100% damage, increasing up to 150%. It's 59 by 8. Shotgun we're using is 54 by 8. So I think either way we're using this shotgun. So we've got that quest done. We are going to go past this building, but really we're just looking to get up here. I'm not going to go into that building because I have a feeling that when we find Zeb's mission is going to probably take us into that building. Although Zeb might actually want us to go around doing all of these like stations where you change the power settings. You change the power to go to the pylon. I'm gonna go close enough to this building just to ID it. Central control. Yeah, let's push on round to Zeb. This way, I think we can't get around that way. I'm not fighting these.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oh, we could just fast travel here. Don't even know if we saved any time with that fast travel in the end. RuneweaverJT. That's probably going to be a range one, isn't it?
Commander. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Holy crap, Niles. Did he just get one shot? Definitely looked like he got one shot. I also noticed one of them had, the first one that sort of I seen the health on had like 2,400 health.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
In the nick of time, as always.
Alright, Sap, you wait. Okay. Let's apply these level ups then. Observation guns for sure, and I think we'll go engineering. I do think doing another playthrough of this, I will probably pick the same talents that I picked, the same flaws, but what I'll probably want to do is maybe try to like game it a little bit, because I'm now level 21 and most of my skills are sub 10, but I think if I was to play it a different way and try to keep a whole load of them at 0 while I level up only a couple of them, it would get it to like max levels so quickly.
I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
Good point. Not that it's surprising that they're secrets.
Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
Yeah, I don't see how a bunch of brainwashed subjects are going to benefit from this.
I understand your skepticism, but consider this. When the matriarch envisioned her perfect society, do you think it looked like this? Plagued by war and fear? No. Her grand vision for Arcadia has been polluted by those who came after. The people need to be reminded of what's possible, and those in power need to remember who they serve.
Okay, what do you think, Niles?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
Interesting. Where's the rest of your subversive friends?
The consul is incensed about the death of one of his own. He sends sentinels to hunt Audra down. I try to help her hide, but they found her anyway. They tortured her for the locations of the other members of our cell. They're all gone now, dead. I alone am left to complete our mission.
It's not what we wanted, I'm sorry.
What the commander said. We thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried.
Mission sounds dangerous. Maybe you should stay here.
Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Yeah,
After
let's
you.
do it then. Oh, hopefully... I was going to say hopefully I find a workbench, because I need to make bullets, but we've always got Niles, so... It's not so bad. You can hear the Protectorate music going.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
Stay close and keep silent? We're literally breaking in here. We're gonna get caught for a start. And moving from the homespun textiles and energy-absorbent materials, the Golden Shroud projects an aura of opulent indestructibility. It was tailored to fit the first Sovereign's perfect frame and remains redolent of his reassuring musk. How do we get this?
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That sentinel and Dosage are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path
Oh,
is
yeah.
clear.
What happened to I won't assign tasks to other people?
Actually, the matriarch passed at the impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90? So young! Imagine.
This panel is for testing automated security functions and should never be activated while guests are near the casket. These rules may not apply if an extrajudicial execution becomes necessary during a tour. So Golden Shroud display. Oh yeah, let's see what. Can we pickpocket him? No. Alright, so we could take care of them by finding the book that activates this thing, because we don't have the right. We don't have enough hack. We could walk in and just blast them. But let's see what we can find. We also need some sort of key to activate the armor box. Oh. Secret rooms. I'll still explore this room first. So that's going to take us into the casket room. We obviously don't need that.
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive. A revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise matriarch, lead us into this future you have envisioned.
We have much we can sell. So now we sold that. Do we have much we can buy ammo-wise? What's that going to be? 532. I mean, we'll just buy everything, right? Oh, come on. Why not just be maxed every time? Maybe buying everything wasn't such a good idea. So we don't have the requirements. So we don't have the hack. Matriarch's log. Skip drive performance exceptional. In all preliminary tests, the skip drive outperformed in all of its metrics, and I have every reason to believe it will continue to execute beyond expectations when we finally set course to Arcadia. No longer will humanity gaze longingly up at the stars. We will master space as we've mastered every unexplored wilderness that has come before. It is my firm belief that the seeds of utopia first begun on Earth will flower most prolifically in the soil of our renewed colony. Future generations will speak glowingly of all that has been accomplished under the light of this fateful star Arcadia, our colony, our home. So we need to find or level up to be able to use this. I think level up is really the big thing.
Course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
I like the little animation thing, but the way it just like winds down at the end, it's just like, man, a little bit of like a weird drop in it. Alright, there must be something deep. Transition to Praetor. I don't.
You get turned around?
Nope.
Something more important than look. You
I don't want to leave.
But you'll leave. I won't follow anyone unwilling to put some skin in the game for me. Not to worry. Whatever you choose.
So I clicked that, not because I wanted to leave, but because there was no transition. Like, you didn't have to hold E to be able to do it. So I thought that it was going to be like just a slightly different area, like a balcony to be able to go around the outside or something. Disengage scene constraints for automech. But why? Let's see what the scene looks like first.
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community with your neighbor and in humble service to the Protectorate. May art and science flourish in these many hours which I have returned to you.
Warning, power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
Okay, so if we disable the constraints, what will it do?
Pathing obstructed. Rerouting. Error. Reroute failed. This presentation will continue until audience recognition is received. Warning, power at 13%. Power cell error. Power cell has been
Oh, is he going to go in there and fight those guys?
Gloria Arcadia.
The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community with your neighbor and in humble service to the Protectorate. May art and science flourish in these many
What is going on here?
which I have returned to you.
Is this just to distract them?
Ready to waste them on your command.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Hopefully the people in the other room didn't hear the multiple explosions and shotgun blasts going on.
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve as the Protectorate's scientific helpmeets.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Gloria Arcadia!
Okay, so let's get the loot first. Do these have anything? I didn't assume they would have like any sort of security badges or anything, but I did hope. The sky was never the limit for she who ushered us into the stars. This Calcaduceus, excuse me, was used by the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant to command the archive. The original was later replaced with a design more symmetrical and pleasing to the paradigm. Contents of these display cases have been removed for restoration. Rest assured they are appropriately inspiring and demonstrative of the matriarch's unquestionable wisdom and foresight. Gasp in appropriate reverence at this pair of gold-spangled banners. On the left is the matriarch's original standard, transported with her retinue, perfectly travel-worn and immaculately marred with the soil, of both Earth and Eden. On the right, the pennant of her son, the first sovereign, now easily recognized as the Protectorate's official banner, and thus perfect in every way, despite several stubborn mildew stains. In the past, jealous actors have attempted to sabotage our paradise. Naturally, they failed. And here we display the confiscated ordnance of their attempted despoilment, still armed, so you might sense their potential malice. Okay, so I guess that whole robot thing was to bring them over here, and then I can use the barrels instead of what, 4 shock grenades and a few shotgun rounds. Long before the Traitor's Order of Descent co-opted these pictographs as their banners, the matriarch commissioned them as symbols of her dedication to deep mathematical thought, unwavering dedication to scientism, and as a housewarming gift for a seer friend of hers. Just as the matriarch improved our quality of life, troops of appropriately armed automechanicals ensure none shall disturb her internal rest. A life aligned with the paradigm requires a mind unburdened by worrisome thoughts, which is precisely why the matriarch in her wisdom mandated that automechanicals should handle every task from homeland defense to commode scrubbing. So that way will take us into the main room, I think, which is where we don't want to go just yet. Can lockpick this though. I can see that a few people have joined the stream. Just want to say welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. If you've got any questions or you want to say anything, just feel free to speak in chat and I'll try my best to respond. But if you want to sit quietly and just do your own thing while watching, it's still awesome to have you here. Thanks for joining. So we got the thing that we wanted to get, which means I can now go up to the main room. And I think I can activate the casket thing that will help with the people inside. I think this. Yeah, we can. So let's see what happens.
To do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call.
Oh.
Security system's been activated. Run! Do not rush me. Wait, what is that button doing? No.
Brutal. This other guy seems okay though. He's a little bit further behind.
Close on springing the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Serve me. How in the blazes am I to report this?
But can we do it again? No.
The console provoked.
Alright, let's just go in then. Maybe we can speak to him.
What the? Individualists!
Or not.
Kara, continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
So there's an enemy. Or oh, yeah, there is.
All handled. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here.
See, a lot of the images that we see from these guys, at least from in this museum, they do kind of depict them as being very cool.
The lower level.
They do sort of depict them as being like very peaceful, and they're all about doing the right thing for everyone. It just didn't work out that way. First Sovereign, Arcadia is blessed to have you for 15 and 100 summers. But would that you had remained with us for time eternal? Oh, ho, ho, ho. We got the thing. Oh, beloved matriarch, how your subjects yearn to be brought back under the yoke of your incomparable genius. No star will ever outshine your brilliance, nor any foe ever diminish this great colony you've created. Gloria Arcadia. Right. Oh, let's get a sappy sap gun. Do I have one? Do you have... Oh man, how many mini rockets? We got 8 mini rockets. Oracle. Oh yeah, this is the one that auto targets. Jackpot. Do I not have any sap guns? Let's try this one.
You lot should hit the broadside of a freighter.
Visual scan.
Where'd he go?
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Where's my sting?
You had my back.
Now, what I didn't do in this room, actually, I didn't check behind here. Was there... Oh, no, there's not a hack thing. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was, like, a way to send something in there as a trap. Doesn't matter now, anyway, considering I already, you know, destroyed them, but whatever. Among the matriarch's many gifts were her powers of observation and capacity for wisdom. Behold the very telescope through which she first espied the life-giving star we call Arcadia. In spite of the telescope's rudimentary design, such was the matriarch's mathematical prowess, that even from her distant vantage on Earth, she was able to use precise equations to determine our colony as a prospective new home, capable of supporting life. I can't wait to find out, like, the lies behind this person. The matriarch appointed her many, many humble seasonal properties with simple furnishings, chosen by teams of decor experts for comfort, aesthetic, symmetry, and stain resistance. Her original desk, however, was humbly austere, a simple workspace to ponder magnificent ideas. So why are we lockpicking these? Hey. What? 14? The matriarch lived much as we do, consuming simple fare prepared by personal chefs and served on priceless tableware of antique earth ceramics. Her favorite houseplant, nourished by her own wise exhalations, yet thrives today. Wait, is this the plant? Yeah. Eden was personally selected by the matriarch as the ideal location to begin her perfect colony, requiring minimal terraforming to support human life. Apart from the fact that it's filled with these fuckers. Looks incredibly like a Spacer's Choice ship. This model of the Sovereign's flagship was crafted at 1:100 scale and captures only 1/100th of its magnificence. It's 14 as well. So was it did we come in through here? I think we did. And what was through here? That was up there. This can't be opened. No vents. Alright then. Into the basement we go. Oh no, not in the basement we go. What am I talking about? Up to get the loot we go. Give it. Is this actually any good? So it's 5 armor. So it's half of what I've got. Gain an additional 30% damage resistance, increasing further with your speech skill. However, when you receive damage, you lose half the damage total in bits. No? I'm too greedy for that sort of thing.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Alright, let's leave the auto dock for a little bit just to see if we need any more healing at any point.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization.
Well, we're in here.
Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
No, we don't. Whoa, 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 whoa.
How's that now?
Now, hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
Yeah, Niles is right.
I rather think that line has some
Look
blurry
at that
distinction.
gun.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really?
How does he have a one-handed
We don't
rifle?
need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yep, not killing him.
This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Seb, but we need to be better.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
I do think he's
Except
gonna
the
betray
consequences
us
of
though.
this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
I wonder if we're going to come back and he's gonna be captured. Nice. I'm glad I came around here. Trauma kits are so good. Apart from the fact that I rarely get to use them because I get one-shots so often. And it's not even one-shot by enemies, I just get one-shot by me doing stupid stuff like running into a mine or security gates or whatever else.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of
See,
traps.
I was sprinting, I would have been in that room.
Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Oh, wrong gadget. Oh my lord. Oh, that's not a security line. Okay. So we got that over there is where we need to go. So if I go this way, turn this off for now.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later.
Security's still on. What did he find?
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
Okay, so... Oh yeah, we can go through here. Oh, but what? And how do I get there? I jump on this. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was close. Oh, hey, you can read this? After wading through lengthy preamble and other relevant text, you locate something of interest within the overwritten document, an excerpt of correspondence between notable figures. To the most esteemed Secretary General of the Earth Directorate, felicitations on your recent ascendancy to head of the Earth Directorate. I can only assume it was merited by your accomplishments and not, as some have cruelly whispered in my ear, nepotism. I trust you have been briefed on our agreement and will continue to uphold it with the same diligence as your predecessor. So long as the Earth Directorate respects our sovereignty, it will remain a valued partner of Arcadia and recipient of its unique bounty. May this missive reach you in strong health and thoughtful reserve from the matriarch. Okay, let's try this. Oh. You have an unhealthy obsession with books and are left exhausted when talking with others. You have permanent bonus to your max health, but talking to anyone will reduce it for a long duration. I mean... Nah. We'll keep that for the flaw playthrough. Okay, so... Is there somewhere... Can I just... Oh, wait. So I thought maybe I could, like, jump around the desks that are up there. I didn't realize there were desks at the time. Can I just double jump? Can I crouch? Okay. All that, and that's all I had to do.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted
Shut up,
a
Seb.
toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity.
Must be a way
Seal
to
his
suss out which
automech body
switch
away
is
at the
which.
factory. What grief I will inherit.
Maybe if we could peep the
What
wire.
mess.
So is that one of the switches? Yeah, 1, 2. Right, okay.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
I mean, so close to feeling bad for him. Started off thinking, oh man, I feel so bad for this guy. But then he had to go and just do the whole, I'm a selfish brat and everything that I want should come first. Alright, so I can't remember what he said. Was it 132? Did he say that? Did he say 132? It was 132. And that's red, so it doesn't fill me full of joy. Hey, nice.
Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
You know him better than I do. What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better.
That's why Arcadia needs people like us.
I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I was just thinking as well, those panels we did, if we didn't do them with that thing have come out and fought us. Under restoration.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
I bet you do. Where is he? He's over here. Yeah.
Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Never doubted you.
You take the honors, Commander.
Yeah, but... Oh, Seb's here.
Not now.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Seb was going to let us in. I didn't really want to plant an explosive on this door and then have everybody know that we're here, but... I suppose that's what we're doing.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but
No matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear.
This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
Regarding these rifts
You need to relax.
sorely misguided.
Oh,
Why
that's
close
that
them
this.
when we can use them to
Recording
Arcadia's
finished.
benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
Kind of an odd place to leave a recorded message of treason. The following is an excerpt from the personal journal of the Matriarch. Would that I had never been forced to rely on an heir to secure my legacy. Sometimes the way these are written, it just catches me a little bit off. With each passing day, Reuben strengthens my conviction at what a mistake it was to give him life, and more than that, power. Since becoming sovereign, he has tightened his fists around this colony, throttling my dreams for it. He is rewriting history, bending facts to his own purposes. My warnings and rebukes land on him as flies, and are just as easily dismissed. I'm too old now, too powerless. I'm more full of dread for Arcadia's future than ever before. My poor beloved protectorate, I fear it is on the threshold of becoming nearly unrecognizable even to its own mother. So she did give a shit, she did care. This appears to be a selection from the first bishop's writings deemed too incendiary by the Protectorate and purged from all public records. Written near the end of his life, the first bishop laments the direction Arcadia has taken, especially since the monarch's death, and his role in establishing the order as a bulwark against dissent. The last few lines read, "The numbers supported our arguments, but what if our original thesis was wrong?" Very true. So what we're looking at here is the Matriarch actually wanted what was right for the people. Her son started to change everything to make it a lot more of like a dictatorship. The Order were meant to help protect using their sort of mathematical equations. But that last comment about the thesis being wrong, basically that's a really good point. Their scientific studies would be based on almost a guess of what they think would happen, which results in two things. It's kind of like your argument is this becomes true if this happens, and this becomes false if this happens. So our maths will be used to then support whichever one of those two things that comes through. But if they got the question wrong in the first place, then the answers that the maths then supports actually gives them a false answer in the long run. Either way, because the original thought or the original guess was not the right one.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Well, that would explain the message I found.
What message? Why didn't you say anything?
You were there,
sooner?
Niles. You were
If
there.
This information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
Yeah, but we can still change things. Isn't that why we're here?
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches, nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud, a cheat.
Maybe.
She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better.
I hope you're not thinking of releasing it to the public.
By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. No longer will the Protectorate's myth of superiority be used as a cudgel against its own populace. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
It'll only benefit Anthony's choice.
If the whole colony ain't destroyed first by some fool trying to use a drive inside the system. There was causing the rift, Zeb. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
What do you think, Niles?
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
So I do want the Protectorate to get hurt by this, but it isn't a good idea to release this information at all. So yeah, it's a good idea, but it's not working out.
Should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I'll be forced to stop you, but I don't want to.
Whoa. Put the brakes on, Commander. I'm sure Zeb can be reasoned with.
I
know
tried.
you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb. But sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra and the others, tortured and hunted down like animals. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
Just let Niles handle this.
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed. But that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia.
Glad you're able to see reason.
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but yeah, maybe we can work something out.
Ooh, now's the advanced small kit. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get out of here then. I forgot about the security.
There they are. These are the ruffians who threatened me. Slay them at once.
God damn it. What? Change.
Not walking this off. Let me back up.
Liquored up on artificial duty fulfilled.
Avenge my death.
I should have paid more attention to my health. Do I have many of any grenades? No. Alright.
There they are.
Enemy spotted.
Ammunition depleted.
Whoa. Yeah, 14 trauma kits. This is the moment we've been saving these up.
Hey, got a distraction for you.
Reloading. Hastening to cover.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. We could have prevented this.
I mean, why are we getting all sad about it? Like, they came and fought us. They didn't have to. Their own fault. I'd make Auntie Cleo look so evil in that picture.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
You don't have to convince me.
Sorry. Guess I'm still working through it all, especially the Earth Director's part in all of this. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
Yeah, but we don't know all the
You're
circumstances.
telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to.
Well, I don't know. Sounds like work.
Permission to speak candid, Commander.
Sure.
Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
Life's full of impossible choices.
Damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved we spared her. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance.
Yeah, let's just hope she doesn't repay
If you
compassion
taught
with
me
treachery.
anything, it's that kindness ain't ever the wrong choice. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place.
Yeah, they're not entirely to blame.
Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
Cool.
Likewise, Commander.
I didn't see what he unlocked. I think, was it a perk? Yeah, I think it might have been that. So he gets 100%, basically a damage absorption after he uses his ability. We can upgrade his gear. Oh, we can upgrade hers too. So we are done with the quest. I know there's like a whole load more to explore, but I have a feeling that as we play through the game, we're going to get told to keep coming back to different places. So what I'm going to do is head back to the incognito and unlock these, unlock the mod kit for Niles and see what's in it. It better not be an S. There's 2 speech bubbles. Okay, so we got Murder's Best Friend. Tactical defense dome, remote detonator, manager's tasking hat. I've already looked at all these before, and I'm not interested really in any of them. New point of view. I can't remember if I've looked at that. Oh yeah, it's a helmet that you can get res for 1,000 bits when you go down. Lonesome Ranger. Oh yeah. Auto hacker. Okay, so it's not actually a mod box that we unlock. I guess we just have to go to the workbench to unlock whatever it is.
Asa, you might follow a ruinous religious doctrine and be driven by irrational bloodthirsty urges, but you're a rather effective killer, and I respect that.
That means a lot, coming from such a ruthless purveyor of death. Wish you'd let yourself really get into it sometimes, though. Get your face and hands drenched in blood.
That sounds disgusting, dear. Though I do appreciate the sentiment. Don't mind me, just hydrating my scales.
And so she's had a speech bubble on
that a
above her
sentence?
head from
Got
the
something
moment
that
I
needs
got
doing,
her,
Commander?
and there's never anything. It has to be a bug at this point. There is literally zero other thing it could be.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery, and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated.
Guess it makes you an outcast, huh?
A protectorate led by the Consul is no protectorate at all. They are the outcasts, not I. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed.
Yeah, it must be why so many of them are attacking you.
That it does. How long has this conspiracy been in motion without my realizing? The very thought makes my blood boil. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
Oh, I just remembered as well, we also got the upgrade for Val. Hey, Lucy. Party upgrades. So we got Niles. So Niles, we've unlocked this. So Niles shots now ricochet off targets, dealing damage to a second nearby enemy. This weapon also has increased damage. Or Niles shots now occasionally knock targets down and have increased damage. Then in the armor, Niles reflex amplifier now reflects a portion of attacks back to the attacker. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of his armor, or it applies over an area, increasing your evasion. So we're definitely going to make him reflect damage. And I think I want him knocking people down. Valerie then. Valerie's weapon now fires in a short burst and damage in an AoE. It also has slightly increased damage overall, or it periodically fires a large laser beam that deals massive damage. Her regular shots now also have massive beam, massive damage. That's what we want. Valerie's companion ability charges more quickly and slightly increases the effectiveness of their armor. Or Valerie regenerates health. We want the free heals as much as we can. I really need to get some weapon mods. Like, this is actually... I'm level 21 or something, and I've yet to get any weapon mods. Alright, let's drop off some of our legendary gear that we picked up. So I want to keep Death Sentence. This we can put in though. So store that, that. Get rid of that piece of shit. I'll keep those weapons. That's what we'll hold on to. And then while we're here, let's break down some of the items. So we're not going to break down all junk, because we're going to use that to sell. I'll do. Amazing. Okay, so we don't actually have that many quests in our that we can do. This island. So what I'm actually... Oh, we do have this thing to do, actually. We'll come back here at some other point, won't we? So we got closer we can go to. We have the ACS Undisputed Claim, which was to meet up with Auntie's Choice. But what we're actually going to do is go to Eden. There is an area in Eden that's really near the landing strip that made reference to a secret weapon, but it was locked behind rifts. Now we've got the rift item, we're able to go and do that. And we're going to bring these two of this. So I don't know if anything really will have changed here for us. So yeah, that's the rift in there. There's also that rift which we want to go to. But we'll do this one first because it's right beside us, and then we'll go to that other one. Is there a cave up here? Yep. Right. Have the enemies come back? Because I already cleared this cave out, and it was an absolute nightmare to clear out. Yeah, it's nice. The enemies didn't come back. That's great. So that's the rift there. But before I do this, I am going to take my dog for a walk, actually. Take a short break to get some food. I will be back in about an hour and a half, maybe. So if you want to see what's behind these rifts and what happens on... We're going to be going to Cloister next. Then just hit subscribe, follow, set a timer, whatever suits you best. And hopefully I'll see you back here in about an hour and a half to 2 hours time. Thanks for watching.